Negative self-talk is perhaps among the leading factors that reduce one's likelihood of success and mental well-being as a whole. Even though our inner critic can help keep us in line at times, it can also get way out of hand through pessimistic, critical thoughts about ourselves and our abilities. And we're actually inclined to think negatively like this by default because we're wired to accommodate negative thinking in general. The reason comes down to natural selection. Our brains have evolved to center on the negative because our ancestors in prehistoric times, who were better able to register threats to avoid danger, were more likely to survive and pass on their genes, whereas the ones who were less sensitive to negativity weren't. As it pertains to weight management, typical examples of negative self talk that you may have found yourself guilty of are things like, I'm too impulsive to stick with a healthy eating plan consistently. I'm too lazy to follow an exercise plan, or I'll never be able to lose weight. Indeed, some of the negative self talk someone engages in might be justified, but a lot of the time it's only partially true, but exaggerated. In any case, overdoing it really doesn't help anything. In fact, it just makes things a whole lot more challenging. Luckily, negative self talk is something that we can control if we approach it the right way. Therefore, today we'll be discussing one potential strategy to do so, through positive affirmations, and investigating whether these also may help toward weight loss too. But first, as always, please take note of our disclaimer. Positive affirmations have been described as positively loaded phrases or statements that challenge unhelpful or negative thoughts. How positive affirmations may help with negative self-talk hasn't been clearly outlined, but Castillo et al. In 2015 proposed that one of the main ways it could is by reminding individuals of psychosocial resources that extend beyond the specific threat that one may be negatively self-talking about, and in doing so, it allows them to concentrate on sources of positive self-worth that transcends the threat, which ultimately reduces the reaction of the threat and protects overall health. Other areas positive affirmations can benefit us, as demonstrated in the literature, is through improved intention to change, fruit and vegetable intake, physical activity, and decreased health deteriorating stress and rumination. But there is one catch. It seems that they may only work if someone has an adequate level of self-esteem when starting, and if they don't, their self-esteem might actually decrease as a result. For instance, a study in 2020 conducted on 293 college women found that when a sample was asked to mentally repeat the affirmation, I love my body, over half of them counter-argued the body affirmation by writing something negative about their appearance. So positive self-affirmations might be a bad idea for people with low self-esteem, because using them could give them more reason to highlight their flaws if they don't believe the statements they are using to be true. Alternatively, in light of this, it may be better to do value affirmations rather than positive affirmations. The difference is that while positive affirmations promote positive self-beliefs and mindset, value affirmations emphasize aligning actions and decisions with one's core values and principles. For example, relating this to weight management, rather than saying I am confident and capable in my abilities to manage my weight, it may be better to say I am committed to improving my abilities in managing my weight to improve my health. Or instead of I am in control of my food choices, saying I am motivated to eat better to be a better example to those around me is probably better. And interestingly, one's value affirmations don't even appear to have to be related to weight or health to be effective in weight loss. Logel and Cohen in 2012 investigated the effect of a values affirmation intervention towards weight on 45 female university students, most of whom were overweight or obese. In it, the researchers took all participants' weight and gave the intervention group participants a list of important values regarding things outside of health, like close relationships and music. Next, the participants were asked to select the most important value on the list and write about why it was important to them. 2.5 months later, the participants came back to get their weight reassessed. What was found was that the group who wrote about the most important value to them had lost, on average, almost 3.5 pounds. In contrast, a control group in the study who didn't write about the most important value to them actually gained weight, approximately 3 pounds. That's a 6.5 pound difference. So even just one session of working on value affirmations can have an impressive impact on weight. Accordingly, it really makes you wonder how much more added benefit it could have towards weight if it was done regularly, and if you explicitly did the value affirmations on weight and health, would it produce even greater results? But how could one brief intervention have long-term effects like this? Well, the researchers suggest that brief interventions can interrupt negative cycles that would otherwise produce cumulative costs. They explain that affirming people's values helps them focus on higher values than on immediate impulses, which in turn helps them maintain self-control in difficult situations. And when this happens, it helps to interrupt a negative feedback loop in which failure to achieve health goals worsens physical functioning, subsequently increasing the risk of further failure in a repeating cycle. So overall, if you're trying to lose weight, it seems worth it to write down 3 value affirmations concerning weight and health daily, or even take it a step further and reciting them. Also, if you'd like to undertake our evidence-based and results-backed personalized Plato weight management program, please click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video or follow the link in the description. Have you had any positive experiences with self-affirmations? Or on the other hand, had any negative ones? Either way, we'd love to hear from you in the comments section down below. Additionally, if you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. So that has been our video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.